Welcome back. Today, tributes continue to pour in for a legendary musician who helped create the Minneapolis sound. Jelly Bean Johnson died Friday at the age of 69. Jessica Hart talked with Johnson's daughter about his incredible career and his legacy.
When a music legend dies, their spirit lives on in song.
Jelly Bean is my father.
Bianca Rhodes is Jelly Bean Johnson's daughter.
And he was just a precious, kind soul.
Born Gary George Johnson, Jelly Bean died on November 21st.
This is Bianca Lil Bean and Jelly Bean on his 69th birthday.
2 days after his birthday.
With all of my being, I will be continuing his legacy.
A legacy that shaped Minneapolis sound.
His work, yes, highly influenced the sound forever. Especially on the drumming and the guitar.
Jelly Bean was an original member of the band Flight Time that eventually transformed into Prince and Morris Day's group, The Time.
For him, playing guitar was spiritual, and playing drums was chaos. But he had to have both.
He created songs for Alexander O'Neal, Janet Jackson, Mint Condition, and New Edition.
The music is everything.
His music touched countless lives, but so did his presence.
My dad would go and support everybody. He was going to see both young and seasoned artists.
A musician whose music Bianca says was full of love, life, light, and laughter.
A beautiful, beautiful vessel for God, truly.
A vessel now physically gone, but his spirit lives.
Because for me, the body is gone, but the energy never died. Take that time to yourself and remember being, and just dance like you ain't never danced before. And I know that would make him happy.
In Minneapolis, Jessica Hart, KARE 11 News.
What a wonderful tribute that was. If you are a Wicked fan, there is no other place to be this weekend than a movie theater. The sequel, Wicked for Good, premiered on November 21st, beating box office records with $150 million in ticket sales and $226 million worldwide. That's during the opening weekend, making it the biggest opening for a Broadway adaptation. It comes despite Hollywood seeing low performances at the box office this year. Ticket sales apparently way down. However, the magical sequel seems to be doing wickedly good, now ranking #1 domestically. Hearing loss affects about 1 in 6 Americans, anyone from ages 18 and up. And this afternoon, we're taking a look at how AI is adapting the technology for a modern generation. Our Michelle Beck got a tour inside a local company's research center.
And unfortunately, a lot of times the media is still thinking hearing aids look like this. And you know, all of this is now in here.
A little joke speaks volumes about the state of hearing aids today in an era of intelligence.
Okay, and this is our quality lab.
Dave Fabry has his hearing aids in as he takes us around the offices at Starkey.
So I stream directly from my phone to my devices the way other people might use wireless earbuds these days.
And that's just the beginning, according to the chief hearing health officer.
If I'm wearing my devices and fall, it will send an alert to up to 3 trusted contacts in the form of a text message.
The technology across the industry has gotten smarter and smarter.
That is so intelligent, it's superhuman.
To where Starkey's latest model, launched in October, includes generative AI.
So it's constantly learning.
It's constantly learning. Thinking of the way the brain is taking all of those different inputs, not just hearing, motion, visual, all of that is what the brain is doing, and we want to get closer and closer to that.
The Eden Prairie-based company is tackling a problem hearing aids have long faced. When users tune into a voice, they lose the rest of the world.
From a hearing aid user perspective, all they want to know is my hearing better in noise? Bottom line is 28% improvement in word understanding in noisy environments, the ability to detect and discern a voice of interest in a noisy environment.
To reach this level of intelligence, researchers had to test in different elements, making sure all parts communicate with each other.
So it's the antenna that we saw out there that you're testing in
Exactly,
here.
that's exactly right.
Altogether, it's a product that Dr. Heidi Hill has been trying out at her clinic in Osseo.
Making sounds louder is very easy. That's why there's over-the-counter devices. But appropriately amplifying the right things at the right time for that particular patient in the right way. That's very complex. And AI is making that better and better.
No matter how sophisticated the tech gets, Dr. Hill says what ultimately matters includes user preference and proper fitting.
Through a series of tests, including this one, you'd really check for two things: physical fit and good
and acoustic fit and good programming. I describe it as there's no unicorn hearing aid.
But smart sounds great, and manufacturers are sprinting towards it.
This is an arms race to try to take advantage of that improved computational power and more sophisticated processing.
Michelle Beck, KARE 11 News, Eden Prairie.
Dr. Hill says a pair of Omega AIs will average about $6,000. That includes getting fitted by an audiologist, and there are different tiers of technology that you can choose from. Well, some of the busiest shopping days of the year are right around the corner. This year's doorbusters could be record breakers. The National Retail Federation says it is expecting around 187 million people to shop from Thanksgiving to Cyber Monday. That's up 3 million from last year's record. This year's holiday spending is set to top $1 trillion for the first time ever. Stick with us. More news and weather coming up after the break.